So, no, I wouldn't say I have a passion for HR.
Welcome back to Human Resources for the People. It's a human capital revolution. So, two Long Beach port terminals close amid labor negotiations, and it's a little bit of a mixed debate. We're going to be talking about it today. The executive director of the Port of Long Beach issued a statement saying that on the whole, it's mostly operating, open and operating, but at least two of the six container terminals are closed for day shift. And it's based at least predominantly on whether or not there is enough workers. The San Pedro Bay ports are one of the nation's most important gateways for international trade, and as a result, most of the economy in the nation, or much of the economy in the nation, depends on the goods that come through here. So the terminals that were closed were the Total Terminals International and the Pacific Container Terminal. Most of this is directly as a result of the strike going on, or the intentional slowdown going on. I'm going to use strike and intentional slowdown interchangeably. It is most accurately described as an intentional slowdown. They are not officially on strike, I don't believe, but the dock workers represented by the International Longshore and Warehouse Union have been in talks for a while. So the contract expired on July 1st, 2022, nearly a year ago. That contract is with the Pacific Maritime Association. It's made up of people from all across, it's made up of companies headquartered all across the world, but they ship into the United States. This is really important because it forces retailers, manufacturers, and other shippers to go elsewhere, away from the West Coast, and go towards the Atlantic and Gulf. As it takes longer time, goods become much more difficult to find, and as a result, prices will go up. And that's what you see in the background here. The International Longshoremen put in their statement last week that despite this fact, from pre-pandemic levels through 2022, the percentage of International Longshore Work and Warehouse Union workers' wages and benefits continue to drop compared to the Pacific Maritime Association's rising revenue. So this is really the key portion of it. During the pandemic, the Pacific Maritime Association earned a lot of money. The price of cargo, of containers, had never been higher. It was very impressive how much money they were making. But now, since then, the pandemic, or the end of the pandemic, has resulted in a reduction of prices of cargo, and as a result, a reduction of profits. In the meantime, the PMA is wanting to freeze wages for 3 years. The union said, well, we're committed to bargaining a contract that is fair and equitable, including wages and benefits that reflect the dedication of the ILWU workforce and its contributions to the shipping industry's success. But ultimately, the PMA, the Pacific Maritime Association, is in quite a bind because profits are really drying up. It's becoming difficult. And if they need to freeze wages, according to them, they need to freeze wages for 3 years. Is that reasonable? I really don't think so. With the situation with respect to inflation, wages have to go up, but again, their profits have been decreasing. Other YouTubers have speculated that this actually works in the PMA, the Pacific Maritime Association's direction, because the shipping rates are going down. And they have cargo around the world. As a result, their cargo elsewhere will become more expensive, and they might make money again. So it actually, the longer they slow down, the longer they strike, the better the situation gets for them potentially. And so right now, the ILWU isn't in a very strong position with respect to the pay. The PMA could intentionally slow this down for an extended period of time to actually build the profits of their other international shipping.
What do you think about
I think this
today's
is
video?
interesting. This is
Please,
how labor unions affect
comment
you.
down
This is
below.
how human resources
Like,
affects you.
share, and
If you're interested in
subscribe.
things
It
like this,
really helps
make sure you
out.
like, share, and
And I'll see
subscribe.
you on the
And we'll see you on the
one.
next video.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
guys.